Hello, how are you guys? I have not done a YouTube video in so long. I feel like I need to do like a chit chat, get ready with me, catch up, whatever, or maybe I'll include that in here. I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. I could do it tomorrow. That would probably go up first, so we'll see. I want to get back into my long form content. I miss talking to you guys and being creative. Like, I love filming my short form content. Like, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I've gotten more into that. I post quite a bit more long or short form content, but I do want to get back into my like weekly like videos. So what better way than to open my Prime Day deals with you guys? I bought a few things. Most of them were like restocks or things like I've already used and just needed, and they were on sale, so I snagged them. I don't know, that was crazy. The first one being this. I love this stuff. So if you do follow me on Instagram or TikTok, we recently took a trip to Japan, which I need to like recap with you guys. It was so amazing. But we took it mid-September and it was hot. Really hot, and it is humid here in Nebraska, but it was a next level there. And this stuff helped my makeup stay on so much longer if I didn't. It's like hairspray for your face. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't even think I said what it is. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 36-hour like defy transfer setting spray. Just makeup setting spray is what it's called. It is so good. Like I said, it helped my makeup stay on so much longer. Oh, and that was the only item in that box. I also just realized Amazon still uses my maiden name, so probably should get that corrected. I feel like I've done all the main things to correct my last name, but there's still so many little things like your bank, I didn't want to do my bank because we were traveling and I didn't want them to have to send me a new card. So I was like, we're not doing that yet. But like that, I haven't done insurance yet. Like I have like health insurance, but I've not on my like life insurance, car insurance, my car loan, like that's a whole nother thing. But anyway, so the other items, this is new to me. So this is the Medicube Collagen Jelly Cream. I am excited to try this. If you've been following me here or again, Instagram, wherever, I have eczema prone skin. So I'm prone to really dry skin. And so I'm excited to give this a try because we are getting into the fall, winter months where I'm gonna need all the extra moisture. Look at that. The texture. I mean, it's a jelly cream, right? But like, ooh, that's gonna be so interesting. I'm gonna like use it tonight. I'm so excited actually. Okay, and then again, the rest are pretty much restocks. Oh, I lied. This is not a restock either, but I got another night cream. This is the CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. I've heard so many people talk about this. And again, I have eczema prone skin, so I'm gonna try the Medicube one first, but I'm gonna have this on as backup or like to try next. Okay, now the rest should just be restocks. I saw these Athena, like the Athena razors were on sale and I already have one and I just needed some replacement heads. I realized the other day I have one left. So got a restock of those. What is this? Oh, so I bought a new muffin tin because anytime that I wanted to make like pancake muffins for a pre-workout snack, but our muffin tins are so bad at like sticking because they're just like the typical. So I bought this silicone one. I'm so excited. I have so many fun recipes planned and it's so cute. It looks like birthday cake. It's got like sprinkles on it. I don't know if the camera's picking that up at all. But oh, so excited to try that. I did not think that would come in this small of a box, but it's fine. Okay, and then the last two items are these Lumino whitening strips. I absolutely love these. People, like, they're not overhyped. I feel like people hype them up for good reason. I have not had any issues with like sensitivity. I have not, the thing about Lumino is like you're supposed to use do it 7 days in a row and then just use it like once a week for maintenance. And I went to go use one the other day and I realized I didn't have any left, which is so crazy because I literally found it yesterday and I knew I had one. it was just hiding from me. But anyways, so I got a restock because they're always on sale for like Prime Day, and I definitely love these, use these. Again, they're not overhyped, they're hyped up for a good reason. If you struggle with sensitivity, like if you struggle, like these don't have, what is it, peroxide, I think is what the other companies use, or they might use, or they used to use, and that's what caused sensitivity. These do not have that, and they're like clean ingredients, really good. I usually, again, will do them at night, and then I'll brush my teeth after. So good, seen the difference. And then I got another pair of leggings. If you have not tried the brand CRZ, they're so good. So I got this green pair. I love them. I was just gonna get black, but I was like, I already have like 3 pairs of black. I don't necessarily need another pair. So I was like, we'll get another, like, it's not really fall. I would say it's probably more spring color. Hopefully, like the camera's picking it up good. But they were also on sale. And I've never tried Lululemon, so like don't quote me here, but I've heard a lot of people say they're very similar to Lululemon, but like a quarter of the price. These were like $23, $25 maybe, so telling you they're really good. But I'll link all of this below if you want to check anything out. But I'm so happy to be back. I am so happy you're here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me time off. We got married last year, that, and then I just had so many things on my plate that I just needed to take one off, and it just happened to be you too. But I'm back, baby, as Joey would say from Friends. And so I'm so excited. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're joining me on this journey. But yeah, welcome to the vlog. Starting off strong with a good Amazon haul. The last thing I wanted to do and include in this vlog is a reading recap for the last couple months. So your girl has been killing it on the reading front this year. I think my goal was like, hang on, let me look. So I do not use Goodreads anymore. I feel like a lot of us have just been breaking up with it because it's just not as good. But I have been using, it's called Storygraph, to track my books, which I really love, and it gives you a breakdown of like your genres, and you can create your own like tags if you want. Like I did rereads for some of mine because I started listening to more audiobooks, which I started with like rereads. One of the, like I saw a reel or TikTok, she said that if you're first starting with audiobooks to do a reread, so I just did books that I had physically read, if that makes sense, which I think did help me because I didn't know if I would like audiobooks, but I love podcasts, and I've been really getting into podcasts. So I'm like, okay, it's similar to that, right? But anyways, so I've been really loving it. It's not updated. I'm at 39 books. Actually, my goal was 40 books for the year. So I'm literally killing it. I've just had more time, and I've really prioritized reading. September, I only read 1 book, so I can't really say that I'm really crushing it. But I've been doing at least like 4-ish books, 4 or 5 books a month, which is pretty good for me. Like I'm pretty impressed with myself. So I just figured we would recap August reads and my September reads. So I'm going to show you my little graphic here. I make these graphics every single month. So if you follow me on Instagram, or if you don't, you should. I do a lot of stories over there, and I post a lot of short form content there. And then I also post on TikTok, but you don't really see my stories on TikTok, obviously. But anyways, I make these templates every single month, and so I have a Canva link where I just do, like, I have all of them, like as you can see here, like January all the way through October, and that's like how I track them every single month, and then I track them in Storygraph. I'm just sometimes very slow at getting up my like reviews in Storygraph, so if it helps you, this is what helps me anyway, because I get behind on reviews. I will like take a picture of when I am like starting a new book. I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it in my favorites folder on my phone. So then I know when I finished my last book and when I started the next one, if that makes sense. So that helps me, so I know the dates. And then I'm not always great with reviews. Again, like I feel like I just want to give every book 5 stars. Like there are some where I'm like, but most of the time I'm like 5 stars, loved it, read it, great, kept my attention. So I might not be the best for reviews, but I thought I'd just break down some of the books that I read the last couple months, in case you're curious. So we're gonna start with August. Here's my little graphic. So 1, 2, 3 of these were audio. So like if you can see, I don't know how good the graphic's gonna show up on here, but in the top right corner of some of them, I have like a little headphones that just indicates obviously I listened to it, not read it. But I first listened to The Tenant. Oh my gosh, that was so good. I have been getting into Frida McFadden. I started in July. I started with Never Lie. Really obsessed with it. I like couldn't stop listening to it. I literally, instead of listening to music on the way to the gym, I would put on my Frida McFadden book. So I'm obsessed with her books. So I read The Tenant. I was like, it's so funny because like one of the girls that goes to the gym was like, you're not gonna know how it ends, like that's the Frida way, or like that's how her writing is. And like the whole time you're like, okay, this is what's gonna happen, right? This is what's gonna happen. And then it's the complete opposite of what you thought, or it's like completely different. And I was like, I'm just shocked every time. Like Never Lie shocked me. And then when I read The Tenant, I was expecting not to know the ending, obviously, because I had already read one of her books. And it still was surprising. I was like, oh my gosh. So if you've never read one of her books, I highly recommend it. I did it on audio. I did both of them on audio. Very, very good. I think she actually is like a neurosurgeon or something in neuroscience or something. And she goes by like an alias. Like Frida McFadden is not actually her name. And I think that's so cool. Like go her, right? Writing and like actually like pursuing like what she went to school for or whatever. Like if she loves that too. Like I love that for her. And I also think I heard that she also wears like wigs and stuff when she does interviews. So again, I think that's really cool. And she's also like turning some of her books into movies, kind of like Colleen Hoover. So love her, like love that for her. Okay, if I keep chatting like this, this video is gonna be so long. I don't even know how much footage I have, but anyways, then I read Lisa Jewell's None of This Is True. So this one took me a little bit longer to get through. It was good, but I feel like it kind of dragged on in the middle. I did also listen to this one. And so again, it kind of just dragged on just a little bit for me. So wasn't like a 5 out of 5. Like if you need something to read, it's good. Would I recommend it? Probably not. But it was okay. I enjoyed it. Again, probably like a 3 out of 5. And then I finished Demise, which is part of a series I've been reading. So in July, I finished Deceit and Descent, and then Demise was the third book. This one is really spicy and really dark. So if that's not for you, don't read this. I kind of... On audio, I do more of the lighthearted books, like the Frida McFadden, I think I read an Emily Henry. I thought there was an Abby book, but maybe I haven't. Maybe it's just on my list to read. Anyways, so I do usually like the lighters on audio, and then I read like the darker or the more raunchy romance ones. So this whole series is like polyamorous, like there's multiple relationships in, and it's like dark, it's like like they're part of like a cult kind of thing. I really enjoyed them. I really liked it. It wasn't super dark to the point where I was like, oh, I can't handle this, because I read, what was it? The one that's super, super popular. Oh God, what is it called? I can't think of it. I'll put a picture on the screen here. It was just too much for me. It was a lot. This one, like, if you're like, I feel like I have to draw a line somewhere, right? Like if you're drowning somebody while you're doing stuff to them, I'm like, that's a no for me. But this was not like that. It was, again, there were dark parts to it, but it wasn't something that I couldn't handle. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense here. Again, I enjoyed the series, but again, if you're not into like dark, raunchy romance, won't be for you. And then I finished Throne of Glass. I have started on the Sarah J Maas train. They're really big books, so I figured audio would be the best for me. And they are like fantasy, so I didn't know if I'd enjoy like reading that, like physically reading that, so I started listening on audio. I actually also, if you couldn't tell, I got a library card this summer, and so I feel like I've been doing more audios because of that. If you don't know, like you can get a library card and you can get Libby, which is an app, Libby. I can put a picture on the screen here, and you can borrow books through your library for free. And yeah, like when you do an audiobook, it has to be returned within 14 days, I think. So you have to listen to it within 14 days. But for me, like when I'm getting ready, when I'm making my breakfast, I will be listening to my audiobook. So I do get big chunks of time where I can do that. Or if I'm like driving to my parents' house, that's an hour and 20-minute drive. If I'm like by myself, like when I'm with Gary, I don't make him listen to it. But when I'm by myself, that's an hour and 20 minutes I can listen to my book, right? 3 hours back and forth-ish. So I feel like I'm still getting good chunks of time. So I feel like it's enough time for me, but it might not be for you. So that's just something to consider. I think there's a couple other apps too that you can link your library card to, but Libby's the one just I've been using. Okay, but Throne of Glass, really enjoyed it. Actually enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I wasn't really sure. I know it's so hyped up, you guys. And that's why I was like, I don't know. But honestly, I really enjoyed it. I just actually finished the second book. The first book was also like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like they're doing all these things. It's like action packed, I guess is what I should say. So I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the second book too. Again, I just think that it wasn't as action packed as the first, but it's probably just like giving you a lot of the background. Like there was a lot of background learning things, like you're learning the history and stuff. So that also could be why. But again, really enjoyed them. Actually really excited to start the third book. I have like it on hold. I think I'm like first in line or second in line or something. Let me go look. So one of the things about like Libby and borrowing from the libraries is that you have a hold, right? So but you put it on hold, and then when it comes available, it notifies you, and then you place your hold, or you can read it. It's not place your hold, it's, oh, you loan it. So you place your hold that you want to loan it, and then once you're next in line, you obviously get notified, and then you can place your loan and you borrow it. And then it kind of gives you an approximate, like for this one it says approximately 4 weeks, and then for this one it's like 12, which is insane. But I know the movie's coming out of The Housemaid, so that's like why that's probably a crazy wait time. But anyways, really enjoyed the Throne of Glass a lot more than I thought I would. Really, really good. Not overhyped. Again, second one dragged down a little bit, but good. I digress. I keep saying that. And then the last book I read was The Power of Self-Discipline. So in the month of August, I started like a 100-day challenge with Burn Boot Camp. So I go to Burn Boot Camp here in Nebraska. It's the only one located in Nebraska, but there's multiple locations across the United States. If you have not tried it, it's like personal training in a group setting, and I actually really enjoy it. I love the community. I love getting out of the house. But we started a 100-day strong challenge, which I kind of fell off of when we went to Japan, and I'm still like, the goal was to like get your protein in, read 10 pages a day, etc. And I probably have been doing all of those things for the most part. And while we were in Japan, I didn't do any workouts, but we did so much walking. Anyways, so that is the reason I read this book. I physically read it. Like I have the physical book of it back here. I've read this one before. It's good. If you need like tips and tricks on like creating habits and discipline and things like that, I feel like this book would be really good for you. Again, I've read it before, and I feel like I didn't really learn anything new or like mind-blowing, but again, it was a good reread. I didn't remember reading it the first time, and then once I started reading the stories, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I do remember this. Again, if you're looking for something to create habits or some motivation to do create better habits, definitely recommend. It was a good read. Again, probably wouldn't read it again, but not bad. If you're looking for that, like, I feel like it's for a very specific person. And then on my September reads, I started a new series. It's called The Bourbon Boys, I believe, or The Bourbon Guys. I feel like it's Bourbon Boys. That sounds better. Anyway, so the first one is Bourbon and Secrets. So there's 3 books in the series. It follows these 3 brothers. They own a like distillery, a whiskey like business with their grandpa, and you learn about their family, and so really good. I enjoyed all 3 of these books. I finished the other 2. I'm missing one. I finished one in October and one in September. Where's the third one? I did read 3. I don't know. Maybe I finished 2 in September. Maybe it's supposed to be in August. I don't know. I've read all 3. I don't know why I'm missing one. Anyways, I'm gonna have to look into that. But I did really enjoy these. I love when they follow one brother, you learn their story, you learn like how they fall in love and how they met their significant other, and then you learn the next one. One of them, the oldest, so you learn, the first book is Grant. He was officer like previously, but he retired and just went into the whiskey business. And somebody dropped off this girl at their house, like a U.S. Marshal was like, she needs a safe house, like you need to protect her. So they dropped off this girl and he ended up falling for her. Obviously, like that's what I love about romance books, is that they always have a happy ending, at least most of the time. And so it's really good. I really enjoyed that one. The second one is Lincoln. He's a single dad of 2 girls. His spouse like died due to like a heart attack or aneurysm or something like that. But then he meets this girl that like used to like live in their town, and you learn their story. It's so good. And then the last one is Ace, the oldest son. And it's like forced marriage, or like they got married due to obligation kind of thing. But then like it turns out they've actually been in love for a long time. They've, you know, really looked out for each other. It's so good. It's so good, you guys. So if you're looking for a good read that's lighthearted but like not super heavy, kind of romancy, has a little bit of the, you know, spice in there, highly recommend this series to check it out. But I've yapped on for 15 minutes. Are you still there? I could talk about books all the time. I'm actually super excited. One of my friends that I actually met on social media, she lives like an hour from me. We talk books all the time, and we're actually going to like a boozy book fest where you can like get wine and like peruse artists and like buy books and stuff. So I'm very excited for that. That's in November. But that being said, I could, again, talk about books for forever. So I'm going to end this vlog here. I'm so happy to be back. Thank you so much for watching to the end if you did. If you did, let's do something fun. If you watched all the way through, drop this emoji. I'm going to do like the pink flower. Drop it below and let me know that you watched all the way through. I appreciate you being here. I'm so happy to be back. If you have any like video recommendations or something you want to see from me, definitely let me know. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.